Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports' presentation of the NBA. I'm Damon Bruce. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's going to be the Golden State Warriors up against the...
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along, too, from the sideline. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. First for the Warriors, Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And at the pivot, a terrific defender and all-around player, the Australian sensation, 7-footer Andrew Bogut. Then there's Iguodala, and it's Lee in at the 4-man position. And for Boston, the speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. And it's Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, a 7-footer with inside-outside offensive skills in the middle at center. What a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. Then there's Green, and it's Bass in at the 4 spot.
You know, the Warriors made big strides last year, and part of it was a retooling of the team, but they also got a lot of help from the group of rookies that they had, and a number of those rookies played prominent roles down the stretch and in the playoffs.
Well, Clark, as you said, the Warriors did lean on their rookies as the season went on. 4 of them in all, with 3 coming in the draft and 1 walking on the roster. Big help, Steve.
Thanks for tuning in to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Friday Hoops Fest coming.
A gorgeous nighttime view of historic Boston, Massachusetts, lighting up the twilight sky. Welcome, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, ready to bring you all the action along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the Warriors, they've got Draymond Green. He brings a very important inside presence to this team, a mainstay in their offensive and defensive strategies. And there's Klay Thompson, and it's Wiggins in at the power forward. And then for the Boston Celtics, Smart is out there with Brown. We've got Williams, always giving them a fantastic effort from the paint. They count on his skill and determination to get it done inside. And it's Horford in at the 4 slot.
Guys, the Celtics went from being a powerhouse in the East and middle of the pack last season, but they still protected their home court as well as anybody. Easy to find inspiration here with the parquet floor under your shoes and the banners hanging over top.
You do have to love the parquet floor here, as you said, Clark. Pride certainly a factor last season, as the Celtics were able to finish, Steve, with a 27-30 from them in the opening round of the playoffs.
Yeah, pretty remarkable that a team could do that well in the postseason, relying on so many rookies, but it speaks to their maturity, their character, the group they've put together, and it's very promising in terms of their long-term success.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Rondo off the pitch from Bass.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter. Before his injury last season, it was quite clear that while the rest of the Celtics bunch could still hold their own, this would no doubt be Rondo's team moving forward.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Rondo. And for Rondo and the Celtics that actually explored trading him in the past. You always hear the rumors he butted heads with Doc Rivers, and they wondered if he was too individualistic. But now they hand him the keys.
Well, he's a tremendous player, Rondo, and a guy who can take over a game. And there have been times when he's been a little moody. We've seen him bump officials. He's gotten
record here at their home.
And even though the Celtics would end up just as the 7th seed in the East, you knew they would control their home floor. But just because of their veteran experience, their talent, their coaching. So they were really able to ride that home court into the playoffs.
Tatum defended by Poole. Shot clock at 6. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Kevin, when he's got the ball down in the low post, he has a huge variety of moves to choose from. So it's tough to defend him. He's got great footwork and finesse. Just figures out a way to get it done.
And, Steve, even more than that, this is what I think of when I think of him. Late in the fourth quarter, time winding down. They've got 1 shot to win the game. He's your man. He's the guy I'm looking for to make it happen. You know, the Warriors made big strides last year, and part of it was a retooling of the team, but they also got a lot of help from the group of rookies that they had, and a number of those rookies played prominent roles down the stretch and in the playoffs.
21 seconds gone through the opening quarter. Shooting the ball so far. Bradley against Curry. The dish to Douglas. Pass to Barnes. Outside Curry. For 3-pointer. Shot is quick break now. And then it's on to the second quarter.
He loves those situations.
Well, that was big time. Knew exactly how much time he had left. Squared up and let it fly.
Tie game in Boston.